You're actually looking at a king-sized sport grille of the Cadillac 2021 model. Very masculine and massive looking vehicle. Look at those tail lights, very long, a very unique feature of its own. You don't see it in other cars. And it's just a beautiful looking Escalade and one of their key sellers.
Everything's electronic, including the doors that close automatically. And you could also open the boot by itself using the remote key, as well as you can even close it using the remote key as well. So that's a convenient feature. There's a lot of convenient features in this vehicle, and you could also partially open it if you want to put something in quickly. Than expected, the car is intensely luxurious on the inside, and they very much boast about their 38-inch OLED screen, which is one of the prime features of this vehicle, of this new design basically. And if you look carefully, the car is wrapped all around on the inside with leather and wood. Here's the screen, and this is quite nice to see. It's actually a 4K is what they say, and it's been beautiful to look at, and at any sunlight it is convenient. It's a beautiful screen to stare at. But I basically see it as broken up into three pieces, not just one stretch of 38-inch screen, considering the cockpit, the side displays and the center display. And you also have the standard controls on the left hand side on the door. The seats are just beautiful, comfortable to sit at. It's also ventilated. And the AC controls, these are the AC controls for the rear seat people, and look at it, they just looks amazing. And the beautiful part about it is about using it, the touch system, those keys, they're very nice, very quiet, and you can actually toggle it up, down, and change the settings and controls. It's just a pleasure using these controls, and I would say it's one of the top end switches they have for AC vents. Right below they have cup holders as well for the rear seat holders, along with connectivity ports. Rear passengers have a nice beautiful LED screen for them to see. There are two LED screens for both passengers, and you can actually listen to them using a wireless headphone as well. And these are touch screens, so you can actually navigate just by a touch. You can actually control the volume using your wireless headphones, and in fact you can also divert the screen controls between different headsets, from one screen to the other screen using just one headset. Now this is the three-seater vehicle, so you can actually fold down seats, the third row as well as the second row, and the best part is you can actually do them by a single click of a button, but you'll have to manually fold them back to its normal position. This will be the main menu of the vehicle, but it's got Apple CarPlay. So as you can see, this is Apple CarPlay integrated, and whatever apps you see here is all coming from my iPhone. And it works fluidly, and it's a touch screen, so navigating through this menu is just a breeze. And once I click on my phone, and I can directly connect to my phone and see all the apps that is coming along with my phone. You also have Google Maps, which makes it very convenient navigating. But notice that the display size is shrinked if you're using the Apple CarPlay, as opposed to the original maps of the vehicle itself. So you get a reduced version of the screen. You're not able to take advantage of the big size. So let's explore some of the features in here. So this will be the camera. So you have a front view, you've got a wide view, and you've got an overhead which gives you a top view. Then you could use the side cameras as well. Then you have the ambient lighting. You can set different lights and two-tone lights actually, and you get to select multiple colors, which is standard, and you know how to use it. It's very straightforward, and it also adds a nice ambience to the interior. You can also set what the rear seat passenger screens need to see. So screen 1, screen 2, you can actually connect the USB and show what you want to show on each screen from the front screen itself. Then this will be the built-in navigation. Then we have phones, we can connect to multiple phones. You also have a climate control. This is a rear climate control, nice GUI for that as well. You also have a Wi-Fi hotspot in the vehicle. You can use a SIM and make the whole car go Wi-Fi. On the left hand side you have multiple options for your lights. You even have a night vision where you can see objects clearly in the night as well. This will be the AR camera, You can have the whole instrument cluster view as a CCTV, in color. A little bit about the steering wheel. It's nice. It's very comfortable to hold. It's in full plush leather. And this is an interesting feature, the conversation enhancement, which is basically you can speak to your rear seat passengers by the mic would be activated and they can clearly hear you over the speakers. And the steering wheel also comes. It's heat enabled, so it keeps it warm if you need to. But in Dubai, it's never needed. This would be your safety adjustments when you need the warnings to be alerted. You can also speak to the vehicle. These are some examples. Hey Siri, hey, open me my calendar. Let's see what's in the center. This will be the driver control. That's the dedicated media button. You can actually adjust the volume, music, phone, a navigation button, as well as your vehicle details. And the big round circle that you see there, would be the mouse in general. So you can actually navigate the menu using this button, and very comfortable. See, as you can see, I can just scroll by just turning it around and go into the details by just pressing it. Also have a USB drive. You've got USB A port as well. You've got cup holders, big ones, but they're not adjustable. It's just static there, and you can even keep them neat by having them closed if it's not in use. Gear is standard. You have to just there's a button to change gears. Just go D, and there's a dedicated button for parking. You can also charge your phone. You just have to dip it in and the phone would start charging. So wireless charging is there, and then you get notification that it has started charging. The left hand side, you can also adjust the suspension of the vehicle. You can bring it up, down. You also have your hand brakes over there. You have different driving modes: tour mode, sport mode, off-road, etc. And as you can see, you can elevate the vehicle using these controls. On the front, they also have an array of buttons just for AC vent controls, and these buttons are just a delight to use. These aluminum buttons, you can press them up or down, and as you can see, it just works very well, very convenient to use. I think this is very well designed, and also has a nice look to the vehicle. So the other menus that we can see, I'm just trying to show you what are the other menus that's available in the vehicle. So you can adjust the instrument cluster. You can actually set what you want to see, the gauge or the AR camera, the maps, or the night vision. So as you can see here, all this could be adjusted by default. Whatever you want can be put on there. On the left view, you can also have a committed view. It could be a time date, it could be oil, tire pressure, or even fuel details, etc. There's many more. If as they are scrolled down, as you can see, average speed, timer, off-road. So there's quite a bit of things that you can actually see on the left hand side through your instrument cluster, including coolant temperatures, transmission fluid, etc. The brake pad life. And then on the right hand side you have the same view, but that's limited. I don't know why, but it doesn't give you the entire options as you can see on the left hand side, and it looks like it's mainly for audio and navigation. For speed, you can have digital speedometer, you can have speed signs on, and even the warning color for speed. Some of those fancy configurations. If you give me a vehicle for valet, then you can have it locked. You can have your dashboard locked. You have a lot of features for safety. As you can see here, forward collision system, front pedestrian detection, adaptive cruise control, lane change alert, seatbelt lighting. I think you've got all that you name, it's here. There's got plenty of alerts for you. So this one's a convenient feature. It automatically opens the steps for you, so you can actually step in and step out of the vehicle easily, irrespective of the height configured. So let's see what's inside the armrest. You have a fridge and a freezer, so you can have it configured with one button. You can have it as a fridge, or a second two press will make it a freezer. A very handy feature. Then you can also see there's a USB-C port, USB-A port. There is a SIM card, SD card slot as well, and a power plug. So this is the remote of the vehicle, of the Escalade. So you can unlock, lock the door, you can open your boot, you can start the engine, and you can open the glass part of the boot. And this is to find your car. You can ring the alarm. So that's it. That's it. It's a very simple key, and it's got a badge right behind the key. I take out the key from here and probably use it to lock your dashboard. So that's it. It's a very simple, straightforward key. It's an aluminum finish. You can actually lock all the doors, all the 4 doors. Central lock is available here for all the passengers, and you've got your nice beefy window controls here. It's a leather stitching, so it's very comfortable. You can see these stitched leathers going all across. You've got this nice aluminum finish speakers, and you also have AC vents on the top here, which is nice, and you've got reading lights, which is very good. And again, you've got more speakers over here on the top. So you see, I can move like this with the seats. Then see, I'm going to move this one, move to the armchair. Got these bottle cup holders here for the rear passengers, for the back seats. Same thing here, we have a couple on both sides. You also have a USB-C charger here, which is very nice, convenient. Same thing over here, a USB port is visible. Things out from behind, so if you've got anything behind, you could actually quickly access it.
But you'll need a long.
The sunroof, the moonroof, whichever you call it, is just amazing to be sitting here in the rear seat and have this view, because it is long and it is wide and nothing like it. It's just perfect to see the sky. The views are wide and the amount of light that pours in is